Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, people. Hello and welcome to Football Judgment. What a day of football. Liverpool popped today, absolute pop. They finally lost after absolutely the performances caught up to them. Finally, the performances caught up to them. That's why we have Jerry here, because he's the one who was saying this, and all the Liverpool fans were actually against him on Usaman's show. No, we got clutch players. We'll win every game. We'll do this. But Liverpool absolutely, Oliver Glasner today absolutely schooled Arne Slot. Florian Wirtz 007, as people want to say. I promised I'm not going to speak about him. I said that to Hussam. I said I'm not speaking about him until game week 10, because I get called an agenda merchant. 116 million pound that literally just passes the ball around. Brilliant touch though. What a football player. The technical ability on Florian Wirtz is second to none in the Prem in terms of touches, first touch, stopping, passing, and all the stuff. But without anything to be added to his game other than he missed the sitter in front of the goal. Probably might cost Liverpool the 3 points, of course. Chelsea, though, there is a lot of discussion about Chelsea, actually, that is happening currently, because there is a lot of people that are actually questioning Maresca, and there's a lot of people that say Maresca out. I got sent a message by my friend saying that Maresca, he have seen enough, they want Maresca out. Currently, I'm being completely honest. Wallahi, Mohamed Qasim, my friend from London, is a Chelsea supporter. He said, I've seen enough. He's in leading them anyway. Arsenal play Newcastle tomorrow. But listen, there is a massive talking point about Man City popping Burnley 5-1 and actually closing into the gap. Of course, Jeremy Doku, probably arguing the best winger in the league currently in terms of output, in terms of play, Jeremy Doku. Erling Haaland is silencing everyone, including myself. He is the best striker in the league. The guy's every touch turns into gold. He's now not only scoring goals, he's actually assisting his teammates. Believe it or not, Erling Haaland, Matthias here was in the stadium, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. And he was absolutely unplayable to the Erling Haaland. Phil Foden is turning it around, responding to me and telling me that, hey, shut up, don't talk about me. I'm going to respond to you. He was great today as well. I'm being serious. Bro, you got to be honest. If I raise my hand and I say that Phil Foden responding, Jeremy Doku responding to everyone, and there is Manchester United. Well, what can I say? They're not a big team anymore. They're not a big club anymore. Nobody fears them. Bruno Fernandes missing another penalty. Of course, what a shit penalty. There's no mentality at this Man United. Amorim is absolutely... Bro, what fucking tactics will you have? Bro, what fucking tactics you have if you have Harry Maguire standing in a halfway line? Wow, what kind of fucking tactics is this? If you are having Harry Maguire halfway line, like it's, bro, like Jerry here coaches football, right? How do you have one of your slowest defenders a halfway line when you're trying to attack? When you see that the opposition is having 2 forwards. One long ball, pop, 1-on-1. Another long ball, 1-on-1.
Are we starting with the United one?
We're not. I want to start, like, let's just have it as an open floor. But guys, we're just starting, 300 people in the house, so we're just starting the show. So hit that like button. All the guys' channels in the description. The Arsenal art, Bilal is here, of course. AA United. Matthias is now part of True City Fan, if I'm not mistaken, with Kilk and Patrick. So go and support the guys there on True City Fan. They're trying to actually do great content there. Ziad is going to be joining us. Chelsea fans are actually ducking streams, by the way. We're just saying that. Chelsea fans are ducking the streams.
Not a surprise, though. Not a surprise.
Bro,
fan base, man. I was fighting them all summer, you Chelsea fans, and you got humbled within 6 games. So I'm very happy.
Bro, 8 points out of 18, having the easy start out of all the top 6 teams. 8 points.
Don't worry, FIFA World Cup in it. They won that final.
Yeah, world champions.
You're world champions.
World champions. Yeah. I actually think we should start. We're gonna start with the Man City game. I want to start with Man City. That's not only about the game. Is anybody here? Man City are back. Are they like now? Are people scared of Pep Guardiola again? Of challenging? Because until yesterday, I swear to God, I did a show yesterday, and people still think that City are not title contenders. They are like, yeah, they will be there and thereabout, but they aren't as dangerous as people think. I'm gonna start with Matthias. Matthias here. Take it, Matthias.
I think we're just in transition. I think it's today's game. We started well. We scored a goal, and then we became a bit sloppy in the pass. Like we were just losing control of the game. We gave possession quite a lot. Barely scored. Fair play to Burnley. I think they actually made it difficult for us to break them down in the first half.
Can you stop? Stop. German Chicken Wing in the chat. When I said that on the NHF, he said I have agenda. Here is a Man City fan that wasn't in the stadium saying exact same thing that I said. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think they look like a team very organised defensively, but I think first half he was really poor, in my opinion. I think like fans were like, oh, we can't keep playing like that. It was just sideways, backwards passing. As soon as we start with a lot of intensity, but when we scored that first goal, we just seems like to try to control the opposition rather than go for the second. It was just keep playing very safe, sideways, backwards, and Pep didn't like that. Second half, he made the right adjustments in terms of just moving players around. And we start with the right intensity. 15 minutes, I think 17 minutes in, we scored the second goal, and from there it was just a walk in the park. As you mentioned, Doku. I wasn't really the biggest fan of Doku the past couple of seasons, and I said it before that I don't see Doku stay in this football club for in 3 years' time, and he's proving everyone wrong this season, and it's been very, very good. Jeremy, and his link up with Haaland has improved massively this season, and I feel like every time he goes on the byline, he put a cross in, he always looked for Haaland. Whilst the past 2 seasons, every time he had the ball, he was thinking in taking players on first, and cross. Sometimes he tried to shoot and got. He was really poor, but this season we need to give him his flowers because he's absolutely putting his socks off. Haaland, listen, he's the best striker in the world, isn't it? There's not much to say. I think Haaland has improved his link-up play because he was just a goal scorer, but his all-around game was very average in the past. But this season, he has improved massively. I think the fact that he was being put as one of the captains in this season, I think he matured quite a lot. But yeah, I think Pep Guardiola is trying to adjust a few things. I think after the Spurs, not after the Brighton game, where we looked like a team from last season when we conceded when Brighton equalised the goal and we just collapsed, and the whole team.
I gotta say something, to be honest. I watched both Liverpool and Man City game today, right?
Yeah.
I said that Alexander Isak is better than Haaland, and I would have Alexander Isak on my team because he creates chances for himself, right? The way I watch Alexander Isak, and I know that he hasn't had a pre-season for Liverpool and everything, he's still getting embedded. But now I'm waiting to see Alexander Isak now. He plays against low blocks is different than actually playing like Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, since he joined City, he plays against low blocks and he's scoring goals. Alexander Isak, I think for the first time in his career, he will play against low blocks. What I mean by low blocks, he will play against two people on him. He's going to play against like people marking him. There's not a lot of spaces to run around. It is different. Erling Haaland today, if you watch the 2 goals, he actually had that 1 yard to move in and just smash the ball to the net. And that's what he's brilliant at. It's just that awareness of where you are and where the goal is. And that is the difference, to be honest with you. Yes, Alexander Isak might look good on the eye in terms of dribbling, receiving, going to the lines and everything. But sometimes you don't need all of this. You just need that one good cross and then the movement and then he scores, to be honest. So today, that's the difference between the 2 strikers. Just Alexander Isak will need to get used to the low blocks. We need to get used to like 3 defenders around him or 2 defenders around him. You know, he doesn't have the same space as he has at Newcastle.
Yeah, it's different when you play for Newcastle. Like you kind of the teams that you face, they don't really defend deep. Like let's say for example, if Newcastle is playing Burnley, Burnley's not going to sit deep as much as if they face in Liverpool, for example. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, 100%.
Yeah, I get.
It's different. It's different. But Doku today was great. Phil Foden is actually very good today.
Yeah,
this
I think we're in the right path as a
man
because of the last 4 games we've looked much better defensively. We've only conceded 2 goals against Arsenal and today, and we scored 10, and it's 3 wins out of 4. We haven't lost a game, so obviously it's still early days. There's still a lot of players to come back, like Cherki, Marmoush, Kovacic is coming back now. So once we get everyone fully fit. And then we've got some winnable games coming up.
You know what the problem is, Matthias? I said that Chelsea might finish above City and I have to eat a humble pie, actually. I might have to eat a humble pie for this, to be honest.
More than
it's
still early days. It's only 6 games, so it's still a lot.
City look better than Chelsea and by a country mile. Like, and it's not even close. And the difference between the managers is massive, actually. It's massive. Is the game management. Like City didn't look great in the first half, but they looked fantastic in the second half. You know, the difference in game management is
everyone just slept on City for some reason. Everyone just slept on them the whole summer. No one spoke about them. No one. They completely forgot they've got the best striker in the world.
I said that we're going to win the league, didn't I? More remember when a few months ago.
Do you still believe that? No,
Yeah. I think we are. I think I said it because we the reason why is not obviously people look at the transfer from Isak and Wirtz and whatnot. I just said that we've got Pep Guardiola, that guy who knows how to win this league, and once he's found a formula to win football matches, he will stick by it. And listen, it's still early days. It's only 6 games in, but yeah, we're not looking too bad.
Is anybody thinking that Man City can win the league?
I don't think they'll win the league. Yeah, I don't think they'll win the league. I think the thing with City, when they get a team and they know they can get at them, it's over. The one thing City do to compare to Liverpool do it as well, but City do it the most, where they really kill teams. You know, something like a Bayern Munich does, where when Bayern, they're slapping up a team, they might just go for 6 and 7, and that's the City mentality. City try and do that to teams, but I think their squad overall, I think defensively as well, there's still a lot of doubts. Donnarumma's massive signing in terms of him elevating that goalkeeping position. At the beginning, obviously, with Trafford, I said no chance these guys have a chance, obviously, winning the league. But with Donnarumma and Haaland up front, they've definitely got a chance. It's just, for me, Rodri, can he stay fully fit? I think, obviously, today there was an issue. I think Rodri's going to be massive, that midfield. And then I think also in the attack, right? Obviously, Haaland is Haaland. Doku, we're seeing now there's a bit more out of him. But then the other attackers, the Fodens in the big game, Savinho, these are the guys I'm worried about a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. I'm pretty much in the same concern. I think that's why I've been crying out for another attacking player. I was like, we need to get another attacking player in the summer, maybe in January. But if you look at our form from the second half of last season, we only lost 1 game, and we drew a couple of games, but we won all of them. So I think when it goes to that's one thing Pep is trying to adapt this season. If you look at the Arsenal game, he knew that we cannot go man-to-man against Arsenal. They're much better than us physically. And he was like, right, okay, we're going to sit deep. We're going to hit them in transition. And we could have scored a couple of goals in that game. We could have literally just slapped them. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's just, I think there'll be games where he will understand that maybe the opposition is much better than us and we just need to adapt.
Yeah, I think when you play Liverpool, Arsenal again, I think these are the games you'll see where City are. But definitely City.
We've got Liverpool in him at home in November, I think.
That'll be interesting to see if City... And for me, from my Arsenal point of view, I really do think it'll be better if there's 3 teams in the title race than just 2. So there's more chance of people dropping points, more chance of things happening. So I'm hoping in a way that City do pick up like that pace, and they can, when they do play like a Liverpool, they can take points off them, and vice versa. It happens the other way. I think it makes it more interesting for the league as well. So yeah, let's see. It's interesting. It's interesting times.
Yeah,
Omar is saying slot is a problem. If I don't see 3 wins next, slot out. Fuck off then.
Layer share.
Slot out.
What?
Bro, the amount of flip-flop I'm hearing today is mad, you know.
Listen, Liverpool fans have been saying, I've been hearing today, Nketiah is better than Isaac, and we shouldn't have signed Wirtz, and Isaac is a waste of money. Like, Liverpool fans today are losing their minds. Like, I know Palace bopped them from minute 0 to 90, but
before we go to Liverpool, I want to ask Matthias, why do you think you're better than Liverpool? Because to make a claim that you'll win the league, why do you think you're better than Liverpool?
I just think we've got a better squad than Liverpool. Obviously, when you look at
how did you reach that conclusion?
Well, like if you go like in terms of striker, we've got a better striker. When I say a squad, I mean the entire 22.
Yes, that's not. I don't think it's even close.
Well, we do.
I don't. I genuinely don't think it's.
No, the problem is everyone slept on City. Everyone slept on players. Everyone forgot they had Haaland, the best striker in the world. Everyone forgot they had Foden.
He's not the best striker in the world.
Player. Everyone, you lot sleep on these players. Marmoush is a very good player. Bro, Marmoush, Foden, and
why are you upset, Ahmed? Why are you upset?
And Turkey.
Nah, but bro, you can't be putting statements out there that's not true. You get me?
Bro, it's the reality. Foden a shit player.
Say that again.
Foden. Are we gonna forget all the quality he's got because he went away for a couple months?
We've got a better defense.
I've always rated Foden.
We've got a better defense than Liverpool.
I've always rated Foden.
Do you, Jerry? You haven't spoken. I don't see, bro.
Judge Mo.
What Liverpool
right,
better
right
City?
100% Liverpool are better. They have better goalkeeper. They have better right backs.
Right now, yeah.
They didn't even have right backs.
Right, okay.
No.
Judge Mo.
Frimpong's a bit suspicious though.
Right, forget about the right back. Who's got the better defense?
They do.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool have.
How many goals they've conceded?
Konaté is suspicious.
That's a system situation. That's nothing to do with the defense.
Well, that's the back line. If you keep
no. The team concedes as a back line. You're looking at individual areas. If you were to go man for man, if you were to ask Pep Guardiola what defense would he rather have, I bet you any money he goes and takes Liverpool's back line. This is not even. This is just.
How would you take Liverpool's back line?
Like in the past, there's been. Do you know what I mean? But right now, City are not the City of old. Your forward lines, again, Haaland is insane. Haaland is by far the best striker. And I was saying this last season. I was just saying off air, I have always thought Doku was good, right? Doku, you can see there's a player in there. But when City are doing poorly, of course, he's not going to be at his best, right? But as soon as the attack starts to click a bit more and Haaland's back, he's incredible. And you're seeing it right now. I think he's an amazing player. But let's not beat around the bush. Your defense is not that great. You've got Donnarumma in, and I think that's an amazing signing, right? But he's not Alisson level, I don't think. I don't think he's as good as Alisson, because I don't think if Donnarumma was in goal today, Liverpool would have come out of the game 2-1, which we'll obviously get onto. Your midfield isn't your midfield of old, and that's really the area where City were always dominant in midfield, where you looked at it and were like, boy, no one's touching this midfield. Right now, you've got an aging Bernardo Silva. You've got Rodri, that's amazing, but still coming back.
Does Liverpool midfield look better than ours?
Pardon?
Does Liverpool's midfield look better than ours?
I don't think there's much in it. And then I think, and I don't think there's much in it. I think you could go either way. What I'm saying is it used to be clear. And in the forward line, let's not get it twisted. Like in terms of just squad depth, Liverpool have better squad depth in the forward line than Man City.
I don't think they do.
Okay. I mean,
how? Like, hold on. We cannot just put statements out.
No, but we can't. There's no point disagreeing. If he said, "I don't think we do," right? That's fair enough. Like,
I genuinely can't. I don't think they do now.
Wait, Foden, Marmoush, and Haaland.
Hold on, Salah, Isak, Nketiah, Gakpo, Verts behind him.
No, that's crazy.
It's better. Are you?
Are you mentioning?
You're talking about Savinho, Marmoush, Doku.
You generally mentioning Verts.
No. On paper, Verts. Are you saying that Verts is a bad player? Okay. I want you to put that.
It's on paper. That's what squad depth is. It's not. We're not talking about who's going to perform. If at the end of it, Salah gets 1 goal in the season, then of course Doku's had a better season. Doku had a better. But let's not beat around the bush. If you're to look at it on paper, Liverpool's attack is better than City's. Doesn't mean City's attack won't perform better. That's a completely different discussion.
So you've got Gakpo, Salah,
Nketiah, Chiesa,
Verts.
Okay. And then you've got Marmoush.
And you got Rio. What's his name? Rio.
Fabinho.
I can't say his last name.
Nuoma,
Yeah, he's a very good player. That's another. Liverpool got a lot of.
I think it's. I think the attack is a bit difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I think the attack is difficult.
I don't disagree.
Liverpool's much better or City is much better. I think there's an argument for both.
We have all right. Let's put it this way: we've got 2 players in the squad currently in Isak and Salah that are bankers in 20-30 goals a season. Yeah, Marmoush is not that. The only one that you've got is Haaland in that forward line. That's it. That is a bank on paper. Forget talking about what they could do. It's not about performance.
Isak only scored 20 goals a season once.
In all comps.
Newcastle, though.
And in
the Premier League, he only banked 20.
They got back to back. He got 20 goals.
In the Premier League, he only scored once over 20 goals.
Yeah, I'm talking about in all comps.
Right.
Because Salah scores 50 goals this season.
So if you mention all comps, then you need to include Foden in that.
Yeah, but Foden does not consistently get 20.
No. What are we doing?
He doesn't. Foden gets 20 goals consistently.
Yeah. What are we doing here? He done back to back. Apart from last season, the season before, and the season, he done back to back. Over 20 goals in all comps.
All right.
We can do this. We can play this game as well, can't we?
What? Same as Gakpo that's done the same thing. I'm talking about bankers. No one looks at Foden for 20 goals. Like, let's look. What are we doing here?
He's not a goal scorer though.
We're
not saying that. You just said
what we're doing here.
He's a very good player. I don't see
that are bankers in getting you goals, and you hardly Liverpool City have one.
You've just said it. I told you that Isak only scored 20 Premier League goals as he won over 20 Premier League in one season, and you've said that you've got 20 goals.
So I'm just checking here. Sorry, Isak apparently scored 21 goals in 30 games in 23, 22, 23, 24, 23, 24. Sorry, in the Premier League. And then last season, 23 goals in the Premier League.
Exactly.
So he scored over 20 twice.
And playing in less competitions. So let's not do the whole when Foden's playing in 50 games. I can compare him to Gakpo. I can compare him to when we had Diaz. I'm not doing.
Well, you can't compare Phil Foden to Gakpo. He won Premier League player this season for a reason.
Because he's an amazing player. I'm talking about goals. I'm not talking about who's the better player.
Goals come from the team in it creating. I don't understand this conversation. Like goals.
No one's looking at Foden thinking, yeah, Foden's in the team because he's getting us 20 goals a season. No one's looking at that.
We do. You might not look at that, but we do.
Oh, fair enough. Right.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand the Foden thing. What was it that we're trying to say about Foden? I don't understand.
But I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
No, but
No,
we're saying Foden about 20 goals.
He said that we only got one goal. He basically was trying to say that we only got one goal scoring.
Yeah, one banker of a player that's guaranteed goals.
Listen.
Guaranteed.
The goals comes from the system, innit? Do you get me? Yeah, it doesn't matter about who gets the goals. The goals comes from the system. You create chances here as a team, and the manager allows that. So talking about Liverpool only have one goal scorer in Salah, bro. I've seen many games here where Salah has not scoring and he's ghosting, and other players scoring rather than him, innit? So at the end of the day, if you've got a good team and you've got a good coach, goals will come and you'll create chances everywhere. You don't have to be dependent on one player scoring. So with Nketiah and Isak, yeah, bro, I prefer Nketiah, and I think he's a quality striker, but he's scoring goals as well. He's in a better team now and he's bagging. Isak will also score goals. We know Haaland's a good goal scorer. He's limited, but we know he's a very good goal scorer. So with Foden, he does a lot more than just getting goals. He can bag goals. So he can do everything, innit? He can.
You can ask the chat, guys in the chat. Who has the better attack, Liverpool or Man City in terms of squad depth? Who has the better attack? For real, I'm a little bit. You know what? With the Doku performances this season, you can have the argument that he's better than Gakpo. I'm not the biggest fan of Gakpo, to be honest. He's not my favorite player. Right, Doku, are we judging him based on like the 5-6 games they played, and we're saying that he's just better than Gakpo overall? Based on last season and season before, Gakpo is the better player on paper.
He's way better.
I would rely more on Gakpo. If you're asking me today, who would you rather rely on, Gakpo or Doku? Who would you choose?
Right, okay. Do you know? Can I just say one thing? Right. Okay.
You can say many things.
When I say we've got a better squad than them, in the attack they've got more depth than us. Yeah.
Their midfield is miles better than yours.
No. In the midfield,
miles. Like it's not even
much
close.
Better depth in midfield and better than
your depth is apart from Rodri. None of your
midfield, more judgable.
Okay. The Ballon d'Or was
what are we doing here?
Hold on. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Great. Messi won Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo won Ballon d'Or. It doesn't mean he won Ballon d'Or 2 years ago. This year he has been good, but you guys say he has been a little bit sloppy coming back from the injury.
No, he won last year. What do you mean 2 years ago?
Bro, he hadn't even played one game. He played like 3 games last season.
No, 3 games last year. It wasn't 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that was okay. So that was for the season before. We're 2 years later now. Like last season passed. You know what I mean?
It was a year ago, not 2.
Okay, so you think that today, Rodri by himself, right, outweigh McAllister, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Gravenberch together?
No, by himself, but that's what I'm saying.
With who? With Bernardo that is finished? Or
No.
With who then? With who?
We've got the Giant Reinders, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, right? Foden, and now he's a midfielder. Got Reinders.
You said Reinders twice, but fine.
And Nico Gonzalez.
So Gravenberch, sorry, as a midfielder. So Foden's a midfielder this season. I'm not judging him as a right winger, left winger.
He's an attacker then. He's not an attacker then. He's a midfielder. We're talking about the midfield. If
he's a midfielder, it's a different conversation because I want Foden to have a position so I can judge him.
And in terms of at the back, they've got a very good back four, but they haven't got a depth in there. Let's face it, they haven't.
So just to understand, your point was that Liverpool's got better depth, but you think
No. I said
wait.
I said Liverpool got a better depth in the attack.
Correct me. But then you correct me.
You said,
overall. Yeah. So you're saying that. So Liverpool. So when I was talking about Liverpool having the better attack, you argued with me and said no, you don't think so. Now you're saying
no. I didn't say that.
You did.
No,
I'm not bugging. And then we started talking about
what you just mentioned. You know, I said, yeah. When you said that, yeah, we've got 2 players who can score 20-odd goals, and I said we also have 2 players who can score 20-odd goals because you just mentioned Haaland, and I said,
yeah. But my original statement, my original statement was Liverpool have the better attack in comparison.
No, and I agree with you.
Was no, they don't.
No, I agree with you. I said in the attack. No, I said in the attack.
And I went and said the attack.
No. I said in the attack, you've got a better depth.
So no. But who's got the better attack? That's what I'm trying to understand. So you're still going by City, correct?
No. I said I'd give you the attack to use.
So we've got to be a better attack. So that's
that's what. I gave it to you.
So that's what Mo was speaking about.
Yeah, but I said it. But
you
as a squad, we've got a better. I think we've got a better.
Understood. I'm just trying to say, just for the chat, that originally you went and stated that Liverpool City have the better attack, right? And then I labeled what it was.
No.
So you have a better attack, you have a deeper defense, you have a better midfield, you have the better manager. Why are you underdogs? Why are you underdogs?
Who said
Liverpool have tons of players in transition in their team.
Perkins
is new. Frimpong is new. Conor Bradley is young. Hold on. Verse is new. Isak is new. Nketiah is new.
No,
stop it.
Are we making excuses for the chat, or what are we doing? Why are we making excuses for Liverpool?
Right, stop it.
It's not. I'm not making excuses for Liverpool. I'm going by his standard because some City fans say that they are underdogs, that they're the leopard in the tree.
No. Stop it. Who said we are the underdogs? Who said in here?
Not you, but a lot of City fans say they are the underdogs. All the City fans in the chat, I guarantee you, the majority of my subscribers, the City fans in the chat, hold on, the majority of my subscribers, Bilal has been here, Matthias, you have been here plenty of times, and you know exactly the people in the chat that I'm talking about, that they come here and say Liverpool are favorites, Arsenal are second, we're the underdogs. They said someone texted us and said we're the sloths in the tree, we're the slow team in the league, we are the outsiders. Which is fine. That is my opinion too.
Right, okay, Judge Mo. No. Forget about people in the chat.
Liverpool are better.
No. Judge Mo, stop doing that. Forget about people in the chat. You talking to me. What was my prediction when I spoke to you?
You said you'll win the league. You're the only City fan. Bro,
where do you
and Martin are the only two City fans that told me we'll win the league.
Yeah, so where are you got?
You are the only two people.
Forget about the conversation about underdogs because it's people that is not on this panel. Because I could sat there and say, "Oh, why do you want Amorim out?" When all the United fans they say they want Amorim in. They're not in this panel. Forget about them. You're talking to me. So forget about whoever told you the underdogs. You're talking to me.
So you still think you have the best team in the league, and you're like, you guys should be the favorites. That's what you think.
I'm not saying I didn't take you missing.
You can't have it both ways, Maya. This is the discussion.
What was my prediction that I told you?
So your favorites to win the league?
No, I said that we're gonna win the league.
Okay, so your favorites then. Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough. I just want to clarify this.
Bro. I've told you
you did.
Yeah, but you don't. But you don't have to be favorites to win the league.
No, but if you're not favorites and you say, okay, if I sit here and say my team is going to win the league, that means I'm favorite. I think my team is the best team in the league.
Well, you don't have to be favorite to win the league.
I don't think so.
Liverpool,
I think Liverpool can be favorites, but you still favorites
to win the league last season.
But I never said guys. Yes, but if Jerry sits here and tells me, Mo, I think Liverpool will win the league, Jerry must think in his head that Liverpool are the favorites in his mind to win the league. Otherwise, it would be not an objective take. It would be just a feeling take. It wouldn't be an objective take, right? An objective take is when you say my team is going to win the league, objectively, that means you think your team is the best team in the league.
I don't think it's the same.
How? That's just logic. That's just 1 + 1 = 2.
It means you should be winning it.
Okay, there is a difference between City can win it, as German Chicken Wing is saying in the chat, right? Or Arsenal can win it. No one is saying they cannot win it, right? But if I sit here and objectively say, I think that, for example, if I say, I think Chelsea will win the league, that means I think Chelsea, with all the criteria together, are the best team in the league. That's why I picked them to win the league. Otherwise, why would I pick them to win the league?
No, not really.
I need someone else to step in here because I'm
the same thing.
I'm kind of losing brain cells.
I'm losing brain cells.
Unless I'm an idiot.
Listen.
لا والله يعني يا عمي بقى can someone actually like just make sense of this?
The reason why Liverpool, listen, Liverpool are still favourites in it, just because of who they spent their money on. Do you get it? Like just on spending it on work, spending it on Isak.
I don't care about the money they spend, right? Which team do you guys think is the best team in the league?
Yeah, it's Liverpool.
It's Liverpool. They just won
so that means by logic, objectively, if I'm asking you to pick a
team, they're the
favorites.
They're the favorites.
They're the favorite.
They are the favorites to win the league, innit?
Yeah, and I think Liverpool are the favorites, but City are going to win.
Yeah, but
they're the favourites.
So what is your objectivity? How are they not going to win the league? This is we're going in circles, by the way. So what is your
no, Mojo? You like they're the favourites, yeah. Or if
I'm
someone
a
else
stupid guy here.
if someone else wins the league, like if someone else, let's say for example, if Chelsea end up winning the league, yeah, doesn't mean they were the favourites to win it. They just.
But I never said that. But
no, but he's not saying
can
that.
Someone explain it? Can someone else explain it?
What Mo's trying to say is if at a certain given time, so if now we all think that whoever, I think PSG are going to win the Champions League and they're the favourites to win it. It doesn't rule out the fact that Newcastle might win the Champions League, but no one expects them to go and win it, right? So last season, as an example, beginning of the season, no one gave Liverpool a chance to win the league. Yes. Very few people, because they looked at it, new manager, didn't sign any players. We're not going to be as good without Klopp. We go on.
Yeah, that's correct. You don't have to be famous to win the league.
So what Mo's saying, he's asking, in your opinion, if you are stating at this moment in time, the City are going to win the league, it means that away from the general consensus, the general idea that people don't really think that City will win the league, in your mind, you feel City are favourites to win the league because you at this point feel City will win the league.
Not right now. I said it 2 months ago. Even before
whenever it was, but you haven't changed your mindset today. Clearly, no. Exactly. Yeah. So you believe they're favourites to win the league?
Yeah, I believe we go and win the league. Yeah, in my eyes. Yeah.
Exactly. In your eyes, I'm not. No one's talking about anyone else's eyes. You're on the panel, as you said. We're talking to you.
Yeah. Get what you say now. Yeah. Get what you say.
Yeah. If Newcastle or Palace end up winning the league, well, is everyone going to say, yeah, Palace were favourites to win the league? Well, of course not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to be favourite to win the league.
Of course, it's just how you perform in the season.
Yeah, but of course,
when
that's what I'm telling you. You don't have to be.
Why did everyone mention this? Like Mo was just saying, if you're saying your favourite, I think
Mo is man.
Like of course, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm confused.
Let me
do the super.
Mo, hopefully, I explained it a bit better.
Hopefully, hopefully. Let me do the super chats, guys. Slot mistakes getting worse by each game. Is there a problem? We'll talk about Liverpool now. Of course. Liverpool have better attacking depth. That's what Dio thinks. Thank you, Dio, so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Dio. JJ is saying you don't need the best players to win the league more. And I know that. But, okay, I'm going to explain it for the last time. If I sit here and say that I think Barcelona will win the league, that means I think Barcelona is the best team in the league. That's it. Otherwise, it's just a feeling. Right? Ahmed is saying you're delusional if you think Isak is a better striker. I don't think he's a better striker. As a striker, he's not better
than who?
Than Erling Haaland.
You keep lip-stepping Judge Mo.
How's that delusional?
I said that.
That's not a delusional take, bro. Because with striker, when you're a striker,
the way Isak was playing,
being a striker is more than just scoring purely goals, isn't it? Like, do you get me? It's not just about obviously it's a useful asset to have, but when you're playing in a striker position, there's other assets to your game that you can use, that you can benefit and you can capitalize than other strikers, in it. Do you get me? Because there are other strikers that you can't do what Haaland can do, for example, in terms of scoring at the rate. But there's other strikers like a Harry Kane who can score at that rate and also play make and do other parts of the game. So it's not just about bagging purely goals.
So you would take Isak over Erling Haaland?
Yeah, 100%. I would absolutely take it.
No defense, Chelsea United, no wins, sackable offense. Yeah, if you don't win against Chelsea. No, but Chelsea at Stamford Bridge is just kind of like,
Chelsea
rubbish at Stamford Bridge
for that one. Come on,
bro. Chelsea just lost to Brighton 3-1. So
I think
barring Haaland,
players. I think the players will
I need to go to Liverpool. Barring Haaland, Liverpool have more in attack with end product. Salah, Ekitike, Isak, Gakpo, better end product to Doku, Savinho, Marmoush. That's a very fair and objective take, right? That's what Jerry was saying earlier. Banking on someone to score the goals, you can only bank on Erling Haaland to do that for you. While Liverpool, if Salah doesn't score, there will be Ekitike scoring. There will be Isak scoring. There will be Gakpo scoring. That's what people don't realize, right? End product is what win you games. But Erling Haaland has been scoring goals for fun. So I get what he's saying, Dio. On paper, I'm with Jerry. Who were the favorites when Man City won the treble?
Man City.
Man City, AMT. Definitely Man City. Umil is saying, big up Glasner, 18 unbeaten. Man is a real old school coach and a manager. You think you'll be at Palace by the end of the season? No, Umil. He actually announced that he's not renewing the contract.
Yeah, he's gone.
He'll be Chelsea's new
actually,
manager.
he's actually, you guys, it's very strange that he forced Gay to stay and then he said he's not renewing the contract. He's leaving at the end of the season.
He's going to be Chelsea's new manager.
Do you reckon?
Oh, we're so scared.
I think he's going United.
We'll talk about Chelsea. Talking about Liverpool, though. Talking about Liverpool. Are they showing cracks? Does anybody here think that Liverpool are showing cracks or no?
No.
Finally, performances score up to them?
No,
yes. Finally, performances score up to you. Like, you're not going to win every game in the minute 90. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen at the game. Right? Like, finally, the defense was wide open today.
They should have scored about 3 goals in that first half. Mateta hit the post.
They hit the post twice. They hit the post twice, and Alisson saves 3-1 once.
Yeah, Mateta should have had a hat-trick that game. Should have had a hat-trick that game, Mateta, bro. And their fullback missed an opportunity as well when Alisson made that save. So, yeah, bro, Palace in the first half, they dominated, didn't it? They were solid. They countered them in transition. They were threatening. On the attack, they were really good in it. So in the second half, I don't know how that goal that they scored with Chiesa kind of saw Salah handballing it. I was like, what is going on, bro? He clearly handballs it. So I don't know how that didn't get ruled out. But Liverpool fans don't think it's a handball at all. Yeah, but of course we're talking to Liverpool fans, isn't it? They watch football with like this, isn't it? When it comes to their own club, so there's no objectivity there because any sane fan who watches football knows that Salah handballed it. Do you get me? It's a clear handball, and that should have been ruled out. So Palace deserved that win. I don't think Liverpool are showing cracks because Palace are a good side. They're a very good side. And it's at their ground too. I expected Liverpool to win, but I never expected it to be like a whitewash that Liverpool would smoke them. I didn't expect Palace to win, but I'm not surprised that they won because I'm pretty sure they're unbeaten at their ground. They beat them in the Community Shield as well. Every time they go head-to-head, it's very close. Either they win 1-0 or they win 1-0. It was very difficult. So, yeah, bro, at the end of the day, Palace, I thought Palace deserved it, bro.
I expect Palace to win that game today. But listen, it's a game of football. I don't think there's much into that. It's just a defeat. I think Liverpool will bounce back.
They play Chelsea away next game, and we're expecting them to win against Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea are crap. Forget it.
Facts.
What do you think, Jerry, about like that? Is there a problem in the system, as people are saying? Like, were you getting away with it?
I think we were. I think we relied a lot on individual brilliance, and I think we relied on the manager changing things at half time or changing things in a game that meant we were able to come away with the 3 points. Look, this has been an ongoing issue throughout the season. It's things that some Liverpool fans have highlighted, and when we have done, we were told we're being negative, that it's only the start of the season, that loads of reasons as to why, do you know what I mean, or trying to validate or give an excuse as to why Liverpool are playing badly. Liverpool haven't played well. Now, yes, the positive thing was that Liverpool are still getting results, but we need to start to understand, or I would like to understand, not I need to, I'm just a fan, but I would like to understand why certain players aren't being used in a way to get the best out of them. So why is Havertz not being used in the way to get the best out of him? Why are we looking to play so like quick counter?
Matthias, I know you gotta go.
Yeah, that's not what Havertz was doing under Xabi Alonso. Why is Kirkes playing as an inverted fullback when he didn't do that at Bournemouth? So there's so many like things that just don't really make sense. On top of that, Salah's had a shocking start to the season. Absolutely shocking. McAllister's had a poor start to the season as well. Really poorly. Konate's had a couple of good games, but he seemed to be back to his old self in his last game from what I saw. And yeah, we're just relying on really standout performers with like Alisson in the game today, Virgil van Dijk in previous games, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, that are really, really key performers. And I kind of spoke about how important Nketiah was to the forward line. And I always said, his ability to link up and drop deep. And I messaged this to Mo, and I told Mo, I said, overall, as a player, he might be more important because, yeah, he might not get the same amount of goals as an Isak, but very similar to Bobby Firmino, he was able to link, you know what I mean, link the attack and the midfield together. And when we don't have that, you can kind of see the cracks. And obviously, Isak hasn't had a pre-season, and we're expecting him to just be firing straight off the bat, but he hasn't. But obviously, he's not going to. So yeah, look, Palace, difficult game. In isolation, it's just a game, as the guy said earlier, a City fan. But yeah, I think we need to start looking at, all right, we need to start seeing performances, because you play like this again, what are you gonna? Are we gonna get like a late winner? And it looked like in this game again, like Chiesa had to come out with a 89th minute goal. Do you know what I mean, to rescue a point? And it was looking like Liverpool have done it again, and it's like, this can't keep. It's just not sustainable. Do you know what I mean, for a season? So look, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
I think Slot is struggling to find out what to do with Wirtz. I don't know whether he wants to play him on the left, whether he likes him in the 10. I don't really know the situation. Is that even? Do you know what I mean? Albeit,
I think he should be dropped. I think he should be dropped.
Maybe so. Maybe so. At this point, I think Gakpo should be dropped. I think that's another one that's had a poor start to the season. Look, Salah, like, do you know what I mean? If we had cover there at this moment in time, he's not performing, right? Like, I'd go with players that can perform. That's the whole point of having depth. But yeah, look, we'll wait and see. Look, it's still early, and we've dropped. You know what I mean, we lost the game 2-1, and yeah, we got popped, but we didn't get popped 5-6-0. It was a 2-1 loss, and it could have easily been a 1-1, a draw, and you probably take that draw, Brad that at the office. But look, a draw away at Selhurst Park. You know what I mean, Crystal Palace is our bogey team, so look, you move on to that. But look, we'll see. Football's you know what I mean, a game of moments, and you know what I mean, next week we could pop Chelsea 4-0. And then we'll be talking about how amazing Liverpool are again. Or it could be the other way, and Chelsea beat Liverpool, and Chelsea are now title favourites. So look, you just got to wait and see. That's what happens. Isn't it?
But what it is with Liverpool, yeah, is that, like, for as good as they've been, and for as much as I rate their certain players and obviously their manager and how they play football, I've said it many times that they're obviously beatable, yeah, but the problem is that no one's capitalizing. So it wouldn't even shock me, for example, if tomorrow's game, yeah, that Arsenal don't capitalize on 3 points, because this is the exact moment where you should, after Liverpool losing, in it. So that's the issue. Like, other teams below Liverpool are not able to capitalize, and that's.
I said that this morning. Like, I don't think about it, that Liverpool can get away with it this season, because I don't think Arsenal are that strong yet, or Man City are that strong yet. Liverpool have gotten 15 points out of 15. I'm waiting to see Liverpool play Fulham away. Like, when they play Bournemouth at home, 2-2, you know what I mean? They played Newcastle with 10 men. Newcastle came back, Like, you're watching them at Burnley. It's just like Burnley won against Burnley, you know what I mean? Like, as of now, Liverpool haven't convinced me yet. You have so much firepower, and they have so many clutch players, but they haven't convinced me yet that, listen, they can walk this league as people thought they would. Walk this league is like every game Liverpool go to, they're dominant. They are winning a lot of, like, everything. They are the team that is, like, today you watch the game and like, Liverpool are not the best team on the pitch. It was Crystal Palace.
The only indicator you have to saying, oh, look, Liverpool could walk the league, and I think some Liverpool fans are looking at it from that point of view, is Liverpool are playing poorly but still can win. So once Liverpool click, but
we know that didn't happen before, Jerry. Like, we know that normally performances catch up to you.
No, 100%. But there's also the idea of, like, we've seen it with City before, where City would get a couple points, they would start slow, but by November, December, they click, and all of a sudden it's 15, 16 games unbeaten. Right? People are looking at Liverpool thinking, oh, they're just winning. They're just winning. Oh my God, they've got they've got Fergie time. They've gone and they've done black magic and all of this type of nonsense, right? And like, yeah, 100%. This the camp I was in. Performances will catch up to you, but Liverpool and probably Slot is probably banking on, yeah, we're winning games, but our performances will get better at some point. What you don't want is obviously.
But I think performances can get worse as well. Konate can get worse. When the season comes December, like he's thinking about the contract.
Liverpool,
you know what I mean?
Liverpool historically, it could do, but Liverpool historically, along with City, that doesn't happen.
It's actually the other way around. Liverpool historically in the season bad, not good.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you
No, it's
fall
not.
off. You fall off in the second half.
If you go and look at Liverpool statistically, Liverpool fall off January. So January till March is usually, or January till January till April is where Liverpool usually fall off. After that, Liverpool go clear. It always happens. Even in the battles that we have with City, it goes down to the wire, to the last.
I'm just afraid that Salah is not going to go back to his form. Wirtz might just find it difficult to actually get accustomed to the league. And then we're sitting here saying, well, it's Isak or Nketiah to salvage the team, to save the team, you know?
Well, look, but this is what Liverpool paid for, right? You don't buy Isak, you don't buy Wirtz, you don't buy this to still be relying on Salah to pull you through. Now, look, if Salah doesn't perform, that's where the squad depth comes in. This is the argument of squad depth. If they can't perform or they struggle to don't get goals, then there's depth. Then we speak about Liverpool squad depth, and like, actually, they don't have that squad depth because X player is not good enough, X player can't score goals, and then you go through that whole, palaver. Because in terms of numbers, Liverpool have the numbers, Liverpool have the players, but this is now where we see the squad depth. So, all right, let's see. Let's see once Isak gets up to speed, if he can go and get his 20 goals. Let's see if Nketiah can continue his form. Let's see if Wirtz is going to turn up. Do you know what I mean? Or is he going to just float around and look nice on the eye? Let's see if Salah is going to get back to Salah.
Yeah, Wirtz only looks good on the eye. Like the movement and the touches, and that's about it, to be honest, as of now.
He had a big chance today. He had a massive chance. Szoboszlai
he's got to score that. Like, do you know what I mean? He's got to score that.
To score. At least hit it on the side, the corner. He hit it straight to the keeper.
I don't know. It doesn't matter how he does it. He just has to score. Like, ultimately, he has to score.
Also, Salah, guys, was dreadful. I know that Ziad didn't watch the game because he was in Chelsea. Salah was dreadful. And I mean,
it would be surprising, though. It would be very surprising if Liverpool don't click. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Nketiah doesn't continue the way he started, but I think Wirtz will eventually come.
The problem is with me with Nketiah. So go ahead. But do you guarantee that Nketiah will start? They bought Isak. Is that much? Like, they spend that much. Do you guarantee that Nketiah will start? Is he going to start on the left?
But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee anyone starts. But the point is, I'd be very shocked if we end the season and Wirtz has had a bad season and Isaac's had a bad season and they had to rely on Nketiah.
But we have seen it before with talented players. Jack Grealish in the first season of City didn't have a good season at all. He actually struggled the whole season, Jack Grealish, to get up to speed with City. It can happen. I have seen it.
Completely different.
Yes.
Exactly.
First season when Grealish
That's my point. That's my point. So
but City had others to rely on, Jerry.
Exactly. So
you don't have your creativity now is relying on him.
No. The creativity is also relying on
Salah.
No, not only Salah. It's supposed to be. No, it's not, because Salah's, I'm not gonna lie, this season's creativity where.
Okay, so who's gonna create for you? Because last season it was Salah, and then 50 feet of crap, and then everyone else, including McAllister, by the way.
That is why Liverpool have gone and got the players they've got on paper. That is why they've got an Nketiah. That is why they've got an Isak. That's why they've decided to go and get a Frimpong. That's why they decided Frimpong that got double figures.
So who's going to create then? Nketiah, you mean?
No,
can they play together?
The midfield is the team. This is the system.
I don't know if they can play together. That midfield, like, who are you going to drop? You're going to drop like what, McAllister? Or you're going to drop... Gravenberch is undroppable. We all know this. He's the only guy that is undroppable.
Right now is undroppable as well. So
McAllister is going to be dropped. Wirtz is going to be dropped. And then he plays Nketiah and Isak.
That could be the situation. I don't know what Slot's going to go and do. But that's why Liverpool go and buy these players. Because the argument was Liverpool are over-reliant on Salah. So now you've got players there that were supposed to go and carry the load because these other players didn't do it, supposedly. So if they do not go and do it, then we can assess that. But that is why you bring in Nketiah. That is why you bring in Isak. That is why you bring in Wirtz. So now, from an attacking standpoint, to your point, on paper, we haven't got the argument to go and say, but we've got no players. We just have to use Salah. There's no one else. Well, clearly there's players. We have players.
You signed these players. Sorry, you signed these players. Is the Nketiah Wirtz, but they don't fit the way they fit last season. Like Luis Diaz, for example, on the left wing. He offers a proper left wing job, even though people might not rate him. They were cussing him out.
He didn't play on the left wing last season, though.
But he offers that option, and that's why I think even now Gakpo is a player who, even if he's frustrating, he's probably undroppable. If I was Slot, I would end up just playing him every game if I was the manager, and then one of Nketiah, Gakpo, because in this situation they found themselves in. Wirtz, he's not a left winger; he's a number 10. right? At the end of the day, he's a number 10. He's not going to do a job for Liverpool the way they need him to do a job on the left wing. Isak and Nketiah, these two, I don't see how Liverpool are going to play. They're not going to be able to play them together. One of them is going to play at a time. So it's a case of just picking who plays, right? And now I think they've created a situation where despite the numbers they have in the attack and despite the quality they have in the attack, it's a bit confusing in terms of how they all put it together. And if they're not playing well as a team and there's no real creativity from the middle or from the fullbacks even, they're going to find themselves.
Can I tell you a problem as well with Liverpool? And I think structurally on the pitch, Liverpool look well drilled this season. You look all over the place in terms of positioning and stuff. The majority of the games, apart from the Atletico Madrid game. But that's the structure. You know what I mean? The structure, the positioning is wrong. Konate's positioning is wrong. No one is covering him when he makes a mistake. Van Dijk is the only one carrying that defense. Yeah, Konate had 2 good games and probably like 3-4 bad games.
Yeah.
Gravenberch is trying on his own to carry that midfield, defensively and offensively as well. No one else is stepping up. They're not helping him defensively as much. McAllister is not up to speed. It looks like the team is on the pitch, is not gelling, is not like in the right places. Like as Jerry said, why is Kirkes inverting? Like, why is he playing it inside the pitch?
Facts.
Like, why is he not doing the overlapping thing?
Do you think, though, Mo, what is the likelihood of Liverpool, in your opinion, Liverpool not gelling at some point?
There is, for me, because of Wirtz and because of the money you spent, I think it's actually a possibility that because he has to play Wirtz.
No, it's a possibility, but ultimately it doesn't matter because if Liverpool win, it doesn't matter whether he plays or not, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, do you think, and this is the main question, if you think the team's not going to gel, then that's where you can have the discussion of Liverpool are just going to go and fall off. But Slot, of course, is going to believe in the fact that the team is going to gel. And a lot of Liverpool fans are going to believe that the team will gel. Now, if Liverpool click, right, that's then when
currently,
it's like,
I don't see the signs. I'm going to tell you why I don't see the signs. Currently, I don't see the signs of you clicking. The reason why, he's not sure which right back to play. He plays Kirkes one game, inverting. He plays him the other game as a third centre back next to Van Dijk and Konate. He's changing based on every game, the plan. So, and I said that plenty of times before over the last 5 seasons, Jerry. I've said this plenty of times. The teams that win the league are the teams that are not adaptable to the opposition, the teams that impose their will on the opposition. Currently, Arne Slot is trying too many things. You know what I mean? He's trying too many things at once. He's not changing one variable. The right back keeps changing. The left back, one time Robertson play well, one time Kirkes. The thing about it is that when you buy players, you need to embed them in the team. Kirkes, for example, cannot be benched. Why? Because we know that Robertson is leaving. Kirkes has to play because he's the future left back of Liverpool. You know what I mean? The Wirtz, for example, he is the future 10. So if he keeps playing Wirtz and the midfield, as someone said in the chat, is not physically strong enough to fend off for themselves and for the defense that is wide open, you might keep conceding chances. Liverpool currently conceded 7 goals already in 6 games. That doesn't happen for Liverpool. Put in mind that there is one game of them when you played against Arsenal, it was 1-0. All the other games you conceded goals. That doesn't happen with Van Dijk there. That's plus what Alisson saves every game, by the way. Remember, Alisson had a brilliant game as well against Newcastle. Alisson saved you a couple of times against Newcastle. Newcastle could have scored those 10 men, right? That midfield currently, because and I think because McAllister is not up to speed, is having trouble adapting. Because when McAllister was on the pitch, you're playing one less. Szoboszlai is running around. He isn't even sure if Szoboszlai should play right back or in the middle. He's not sure. I think what is happening is that he's trying to fit everyone. And the problem is going to happen again with Nketiah as well. Because
It's his second season. Why hasn't he got something set and ready?
Because he has, Habibi, he has 4 starters, right, that are different. The attacking mid, the right back, the left back, and the striker. They're different than last season. Mohamed, he had to sign because players moved on because of because Diego Jota passed away, because Nunes left, because Trent left, because Robertson is one.
Listen, listen. That defensively,
they are different, Aziza.
I think defensively there might be a problem.
And it starts from the midfield. He's leaving Konate. Mateta bullied him, bro, today. Bullied him. Like, seriously.
I've been telling people about Konate.
So maybe they needed him more than they needed Isaac and Nketiah.
Listen, Gravenberch is great. But you cannot, for me, the midfield of Gravenberch, and I said that to Hussam, the midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz is only good if you have the ball 80% of the time.
This is why I go back to.
Baleba.
Yeah.
Physical midfielder. Needed next to Gravenberch. Yes, that's why. You go back. That midfield is so technical to actually not have the ball 40% of the time in the games, or 35%. Because every transition is going through the midfield.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Man, should have got Caicedo.
They're all attacking, bro. Gravenberch is playing high on the pitch as well.
Look. Ultimately, this is going to be the discussion, isn't it? Until performances get better. But from Slot's point of view, he's probably looking at it and thinking this is going to click, and he's going to believe, like any manager would, that he's going to get them to click. And remember, these issues that we're talking about when we're saying he doesn't know what players to put in there, and he's got all these options, but he doesn't know how to fit all these players. This is what he wanted. These are his signings. He's signed these players now. There's no, but I have to use these players and they were forced upon me. No, these are his players. These are the problems, right? That every manager would want to have. What striker should I pick? Nketiah or Isak? How do I get them both in there? These are the problems that managers would want to have, as opposed to having what striker do I play because they're not on form or they're not good enough. So look,
I think Liverpool went for the stars. Before we move on from Liverpool, I think Liverpool went for the stars, Jerry. The shiny stars.
Ego signings.
But you know what?
The shiny stars. Like I'm gonna tell you an example. I promise you, Liverpool. If you ask Liverpool now, would you rather have Nketiah and Isak or go and buy a physical DM to start and have one striker? Which one would you prefer, Jerry? If time goes back, would you rather have one of Nketiah and Isak and buy an actual physical DM, or have both and not have a physical DM?
I wouldn't necessarily go with the physical DM purely because it might not fit what Slot wants. But I always said that in terms of the forwards that we were getting, it didn't make sense why. Well, I didn't understand why we got two strikers when we could have got a left winger. Because I think to Bilal's point, Gakpo right now has got a problem where he knows there's no competition for him. And I think he benefited, and Liverpool benefited last season from having two wingers that got 20 plus goals in all competitions, rotating the left wing position, and one of them playing as a forward. Because we don't have that now you're relying on Gakpo. You've got to go and perform. Now, if he's not performing, Slot's now forced to what?
You know, the problem is the centre back. So Liverpool focused so much on Nketiah, Frimpong, Kerkez, Isak, that they left the centre back to the last minute of the transfer window. And when it didn't happen, Konate today doesn't have any competition. You know that next game he's starting. He knows that next game he's starting. Gomez is not starting. You know that he's starting. He has no competition. Right? That Gay to the last minute, which is what I was telling Osam all summer. Pay the extra money for Gay to guarantee that you have a centre back to cover Konate, because it's not only about the performance. Konate is injury prone. Konate can go out with a muscle injury anytime. We watched him today, limp here, limp there. He's like, why are you leaving it to the last minute? Because you wanted to focus on the shiny star of Isak.
But this is the club. But listen, this is this point. The club could have done it. They decided not to. So in their opinion, it wasn't a pressing issue. They looked at the squad and said, actually, we've got enough cover there, so we don't need to push for it. Because otherwise, Liverpool would have done it. Liverpool would have just gone out and done it. Because Liverpool
were trying to be the smartest person in the room this window. They played it with Isak.
Well, not only smartest person in the room, they tried to be efficient with their signings. They tried to ensure that they went and got every area addressed that they thought they needed to address. Kwanzaa went out the door. They brought in Leone. Trent went out of the door.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's injured. Yeah,
I know he's injured, but that's my point. So Liverpool looked at it and addressed every area they thought they wanted to address. Liverpool weren't linked with no real DM like that. There was no bidding.
Yeah.
So they weren't going for a midfielder at all. They went in for a forward. Isak was mucking about. So they made sure that they got Nketiah in. They made sure that there was a forward in just in case Nketiah doesn't happen. They got him in now, which is great. Liverpool done the business that they wanted to go and do. And Gahey was there. If you wanted Gahey, you get him in a month earlier. It's as simple as that.
But what I'm trying to say is that I'm seeing a lot of people saying Baleba, but bro, like the type of midfielder that Slot, if he was to get another midfielder, it would be Wharton. He'd be perfect for them.
Yeah, but they will have the same problem with no physical midfield.
No, but my thing is, it's like when I look at their transfer window, I don't know if you remember, we did a show about like, Nketiah or Isak. I said Nketiah is the better deal, and I believe he's the better player overall. And with him, obviously Isak is going to be a good player and he's going to bag goals, but I think they should have probably spent that money on like getting a left winger like a Rodrigo, who would have been quality. They had like a player like him off the left because he's better than Gakpo and he's better than anyone that they've got, and he's also the difference maker. And then you've got Nketiah there, so there's less headache and there's more balance. Now with their midfield, like cool, McAllister's not started well, but bro, like I don't think their midfield is going to be an issue in the future. They've also played very difficult teams.
It's a title-winning midfield. Yeah, it's a title-winning.
It's a title-winning midfield, and it's not like they've played some scrubby teams. The only scrubby team that they've played is probably Burnley, and they weren't good. So their fixtures have been a bit difficult in it. Like if I'm just being purely objective, but if this does carry on against a weaker side where they're expected to dominate and the same issues we're still seeing, then we can have a convo in it. But I hear it though. I hear it. So
let me read this so we can move to Chelsea so we can end the show. Why Slot obsessed with midfielders at centre back and right back experiments? I don't know, but suppose Slot has been your best right back, Omar. Been your best right back. We missed. I did fullbacks and Slot system isn't helping. Yeah, the fullbacks are not the main problem. Slot to me so far is winging every game, and inshallah. No, Omar, you kind of like absolutely. Zizou. What is Maresca doing? Can you? No. What is he doing? Is he going to turn it around? What is he doing?
It doesn't look like he's going to be here very, very long if he continues.
No, but that's your gaffer. You can't just like switch
do that. He just won you the Club World Cup.
World champions.
Bro, this is 2 games in a row.
This guy, yeah, bro. Listen.
What do you mean? This is 2 games.
You know what's mad? Yeah? Listen, all I'm saying, before you say anything, Ziad, everything I said about Chelsea is come to light in it. So it's beautiful to see this unfold.
Let him talk about his club first, and then you can just talk.
Yeah, go on.
Listen, this is 2 games in a row. He's shut himself and he's gone for the draw instead of going for the win. You did it against United, and I told you a lot earlier that I'm telling you now, if you kept going for that team against United, we would have won that game. If you didn't sit there and even without Casemiro, even if them having 11 men and we have 10 men, we would have still won that game. And it happened today again. You know, it starts in the first half. I don't think we had a very good performance in the first half.
That's what. Thank you so much. Finally, someone said it, because I'm getting messages and saying that Chelsea were amazing in the first half. Amazing is a stretch.
Yeah. A lot of Chelsea fans saying that the red card is what killed us and that's what ended the game. No, I don't think we were that good. João Pedro, you could argue is our best attacker. Everyone knows how good he's been for Chelsea. He ended the first half with about 15 touches in the whole game, in the whole half. So I don't know how you can play good when your main striker and your main attacker had 15 touches. That for me, that doesn't work. So I don't think we were good in the first half. It was a bit boring. Just because we dominate position doesn't mean you're playing good. So yeah, and then you go into the second half. Obviously, a couple of mistakes, and then the red card, which is obviously the red card. But that's going to happen. Obviously, it's not amazing to happen 2 games in a row, but it just shows what the manager's made of. At the end of the day, people talk about Enzo Maresca. I speak about Enzo Maresca because you have to show what you're made of. And he showed what he was made of against PSG in the Club World Cup.
That's 1 game. Wallahi,
okay, 1 game.
1 game,
and then you go now in the Premier League, there's 2 games in a row. I'm sorry, I think bringing Gusto on absolutely killed us. Absolutely. I don't understand. You're at home against Brighton, a Brighton team who haven't done anything the whole game, right? You make a negative substitution. Why are you taking off Esteban for Gusto? What's Gusto going to offer us going forward? Absolutely nothing. And we saw it. He offered us absolutely nothing going forward. And then Neto comes off, and then you got Lavia coming on who hasn't played.
And then why is he so obsessed with taking the forwards out?
And then Badiashile comes on, he hasn't played in I don't know how long. And then we get the ball, we're about to counter attack, and there's no one up front. So what's the point in it? Yes. What's the point? It's the exact same thing happened against Man United. We get the ball, we're going to in transition, but there's no attackers left. You're playing at home against Brighton. Just go. So every single Chelsea fan there would have told you we would have rather gone there, attack the game with 10 man, and risk us losing the game, right? Instead of just dropping deep.
Just for the people that don't know what happened, he took out all the attackers. He took out Neto, Estevao, even Andre Santos is like the attacking midfielder, and he left João Pedro on an island, right? And then he asked João Pedro to actually drop deep and help the midfield to defend. Then Chelsea is 1-1 and they're trying to counter-attack, get the ball, and then they look up and they clear the ball. And the Brighton defenders, Lewis Dunk and Van Heck, are just passing the ball in the center circle by themselves. And no one is actually trying to do anything.
Games in a row.
It was
How can you do
very...
it twice, though?
Hold
How
on,
can you do
hold
it
on.
twice?
I know
That's what I
you
don't understand.
He did it.
I know Maresca did this in the last game. Did he do it again?
Again. We had no attack. Against Brighton at home, we had no attack.
Like, and I'm like, okay, so you have to plan for the future. You have to plan that you might go behind. You might get a point. You're on Stamford Bridge.
And this guy, I'm sorry, you can rate them or
This is
not.
Stamford Bridge, bro.
You can rate them or not, but you had Garnacho fresh legs, you had Gittins fresh legs, you had Gui fresh legs. You call them shit, it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. Shit or not shit. Put attackers on. Stop putting midfielders and defenders on.
You're literally at home against Brighton, who was shit the whole game. Sanchez didn't do anything the whole game. Of course, how the hell would you expect us to win the game when we've got 10 man and no attack? How? How the hell are you going to win the game? You've got no attack and you're down to 10 men. How are you going to win the game? This guy acts as if we're 1-0 down or 1-0 up against Madrid in the Bernabeu, and it's a UCL final. Bro, it is Brighton at home. Even with 10 man, you should be winning the game. You should be creating chances to win the game. You know?
Yeah, we saw 100%. The signs last season as well, to be fair. We saw the signs last season. But again, certain Chelsea fans, not Ziad, okay, fair enough. Certain Chelsea fans were clinging onto that PSG game like it was going to be the determining factor on how that the season's going to pan out. Pre-season is completely different to how the league's going to start, in it. So, bro, like pre-season, you're going to experiment. There's nothing really going to be on the line. With Premier League, there's points on the line, in it. So you have to be cautious. But with him,
every point matters.
Every point matters. So you can't be doing this experimental nonsense here in the league, bro. Like, you can't be doing it. And with Maresca, he's shown week in, week out, he ain't built to carry a team and challenge. He's not built for it, innit? And Chelsea, it's a matter of time before they sack him, innit?
You know, the problem is people say, but yeah, we have 10 men. But if you're going to tell me you have the best DM in the league, you have Enzo Fernandez, one of the best attackers, you have the best left back in Kukurea, you have Reece James out there. You have João Pedro of the season. You know what I mean? Forget Palmer was injured, right? Neto's improving. Yet I'm looking at the performances when you're 10 men and you're literally playing like Burnley.
Yep.
Like we criticize our
man. Give yourself a chance. Don't kill off the game yourself. Give yourself a chance. If you go to 10 men, but you still have the opportunity from the players on the pitch to go for the win, and then you lose, then you can blame 10 man. But I'm sorry, I'm not blaming the 10 man when you've got no attack.
I've seen you have no attack.
How are you going to win the game?
Yeah, against Liverpool, fucking popped them in the second half with 10 men.
I've seen Newcastle with 10 men absolutely cook Liverpool in that second half. In it,
without a striker, at that time, they had no Voltman, they had no Vesta,
there had to be a game recently where the team had 10 men and they beat the other team, and there had to be a massive game. Might be Newcastle, Liverpool. I'm sorry, this thing of 10 man, oh my God, that we're finished. I'm sorry, you got to give yourself a chance. And it's twice now. It's twice in a row. And I've always had my eyes on Maresca. I've always had my eyes on Maresca since the last season. And even after the Club World Cup, obviously we all got happy. We gave him praise. By the end of it, I still said on my shoot, I said, listen, it's not over. Like, if I see cracks, I won't be surprised, because I don't think we had a great season last season. Everyone talking about top 4, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not. 1, it's not difficult to get top 4, and 2, you did it on the last game of the season. So it's not an amazing achievement. And yes, we can repeat, yes, the transfer window was shocking. Chelsea had a shocking transfer window. The sporting directors failed Maresca, yes. But right now, Maresca is failing himself. His decisions is making himself look stupid. Did the sporting directors have a bad summer window? Yes. Did Maresca get the players he wanted and needed? No. But right now, it's Man United away. We could have easily won that game. And it's Brighton again at home, where he hasn't helped.
You play Liverpool at home next season.
I'm not gonna do this thing where the whole season's gonna go ahead and then they're gonna go back to the transfer window. I'm sorry. This is not how it's going to go.
Let me do this. Trent's creativity is huge for Salah, but also his switches made Liverpool create from the left too. You're saying that Salah played all right. His switches made Liverpool create from the left too. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
He's saying that Liverpool is Trent. That Trent's creativity is a huge miss, because he finds Salah and Trent's ability to switch to the left-hand side also helped Liverpool create, and now we haven't got that. So.
Yeah, you don't have that right back that will create from deep like before. Chelsea have led the league in yellows for 2 consecutive seasons. The discipline issue has been there for a while. Yeah, probably you're right. I don't know what is the problem with that. But listen, I'm in my opinion, if Spurs in any world finish ahead of Chelsea, wallahi, this is a sackable. This is the end of it, bro.
100%.
What is this? All this money and have all these good players, and the guy cannot utilize the squad that he has. Yeah, he was like they failed him in the transfer window, but Broski, he has a squad to play better football than this.
Yeah, way better.
Have they got a better team than Tottenham?
People saying we were good
think...
before the red card. I don't think we were. I don't think we were good in the first half.
You weren't great. I'm watching the game at Stamford Bridge. I'm expecting Chelsea to be much better than this.
I don't think we will.
I don't think.
I think Brighton made a couple mistakes. Enzo Fernandez made a couple good tackles to put us in. Esteval's young. He wants to score a goal. That's fine. But in terms of the actual performance, I'm sorry. Your best attacker, João Pedro, has got 15 touches at the end of the half. 15 touches in a whole half. How
you should be having way more touches.
I'm sorry, that's not okay.
No. With the position they had in the first half, they had like 70%, 65%.
We dominated the ball with our best attacker.
They dominated the ball, and the best attacker is only 15 touches on the ball. That is a failure of a system. That's failure of a system.
No, man, I'm sorry.
System is flawed, then, isn't it? It's flawed. It's not working.
Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with him, bro. He ended the season very well. I think he's going back to his mid-season crisis that he had last season. He's trying to experiment things, bro. He ended the season well. Now, and then people that say we had Hato and Chalobah centre backs, fine. Yeah, Badiashile that I could have played.
The best I've seen Enzo Maresca is the first couple months or few games when he first joined last season, and a couple games in the Club World Cup. Apart from that, it's all been bang average. And people might say Chelsea fans might not agree. That's fine.
No, that's a fact.
Apart from the start of when he first came in, okay. And a few games, a couple games here against Liverpool away and whatnot. And the Club World Cup, only a few of them, because there were some games there, it was shocking. Even the Conference League final was, oh my God, until we brought Reece James on. The rest of it has been bang average. So I'm not surprised Maresca is not doing well or making stupid mistakes, because I haven't been a big fan of him for majority of his
he
tenure.
switched his style, then, innit? Because the way
I don't know until now. I don't know what's happened.
The football you played in the first 2 months, yeah,
was mad.
Was absolutely mad. Yeah, that's when your attack was different. And then now I'm seeing him trying to go this direct route and then just completely switching it up, and then he's gone even backwards. So, bro, like I said, yeah, a guy like him,
even against Man United, there was moments where we're pinging the ball well, we're playing good football, it's one touch and everyone's moving, but that's moments. It's not the whole game. So listen, he can do what he likes, but
Maresca, you know what it is, yeah? Maresca reminds me of like when we used to have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer without the trophies. You know, just purely relying on individual brilliance when we had Pogba. No, I'm being serious, by the way.
No, I'm looking at Chelsea's fixtures. They play Benfica with Mourinho at Stamford Bridge. They play Liverpool, and then they play Forest away. Forest are awful, you know. But if Chelsea don't win one of the next 3 games, Broski, this is long.
Just take something from Liverpool, man. That's all we need from Chelsea. After that, we don't care. Just take something from Liverpool.
They're not. No, I don't think, bro. They're not taking anything from.
It depends on Liverpool, to be honest.
Man. Yeah, man, they can get.
With Nketiah is back, and I think Liverpool will be fine at Stamford Bridge. I think this is the game that Maresca gets sacked if they lose to Liverpool.
I think against the big teams, Liverpool will do well. We saw it against Arsenal, wasn't it, where they will just stifle each other. I think it's against the lesser teams where Slot overcomplicates things.
The thing is, Palace defensively are way stronger than Chelsea right now. Like the way Palace defend, wow. And that's me saying as an Arsenal fan that watches our defensive madness every game, basically locking up teams.
Will Cole Palmer be back?
Palace?
No.
Wow.
Palmer is back in 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because didn't the manager play when
say injuries are Palmer and Delap and Colwell, that's fine, man. But it's the principle of your actions. You do not take off all your attackers twice, 2 games in a row when the game's there to be won. It's as simple as that.
You know, one thing I don't like about Maresca. Sorry, just one thing. I noticed it even last season where every time Chelsea were about to, let's say, make top 4, he'd be like, you know, this is our only aim for this season. It's like whenever something is a bit of a roadblock, he seems to just run away. And we've seen it now with the 2 red cards. As soon as you get a red card, you retreat. And I just feel like he just gives up a bit too easily. So I don't know if this is something I noticed with his press conferences before, and I'm reading what he's saying, hearing what he's saying. And I didn't understand his vibe as a manager. When you're managing Chelsea, a big club, you've got to come with the energy that we want to be the best. We want to excel. and it always felt like he was trying to hold Chelsea back. And then even in the window, he said, "Oh, I need another centre back." Well, fair enough, you do, but he was making it sound like if I don't get a centre back, nothing's gonna work here. Like it's just like this is a crisis if I don't get the centre back in. So he never filled me with confidence. So when I was speaking to Chelsea fans,
so you're saying they scapegoated Nicholas Jackson?
Listen,
no, that's all I'm saying, isn't it? Listen, I'm not saying he was.
I hear that brother's name again. I swear to God.
No, but I'm not saying he was.
Average football I've seen in my life. Allow it, man.
Jackson was shit.
Guy, man.
Aziz, though, Uncle Mo is coming at the Stamford Bridge. If we lose to Chelsea, khalas. Right, Liverpool are not losing to Chelsea. Liverpool are not losing to Chelsea.
They'll be open at the back for Nketiah, unfortunately.
I would actually saying slot out like, if he loses to Chelsea.
No, I don't think so.
Bro, these Liverpool fans, bro, like, these like they're funny.
Anyway, just before we end the show, just one thing, guys, hit that like button. We cannot have 190 likes only. Are Man United finished? Khalas, it's over.
Relegation this year.
It's only Saeed.
Bro, they ruined everyone, man.
But you know what's mad, Amorim,
man.
Wallahi, I don't know, Jerry, what happened. I don't know if you've watched the game. Man United were second best in every single aspect of the game against Brentford, like in every single thing.
I know. I saw, and it got beat. Two long balls over the top, and
everything, battles, tactics, everything.
Yeah, but it's not difficult to beat us, isn't it? It's not difficult to beat us when you've got a manager like that. And because you know what,
I think it'd be good if Man United get relegated. Wallah, I think it'd be good for the league.
West Ham got a new manager.
Where's on that vibe? Yeah.
It's either Man United cannot stay mid-table. It's either Man United be good, so we can talk about them, or you get relegated. That's it.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Leeds are picking up points. Leeds today picked up a point. I'm pretty sure.
Table shit from Man United doesn't work for me. Doesn't. Like that 11th, 12th thing, it doesn't work. It doesn't do me anything.
Yeah, man, they got Mason Mount, number 7.
18th.
Anyway, listen, I don't think there is anything to say about Man United other than, bro.
You know they won't sack him, by the way.
No, they'll have to
sack him, yeah.
Otherwise, you get relegated.
I swear to you, these ownerships here are bro, they've got no balls.
Do you think he gets through the whole season without being sacked?
Bro, listen, maybe not through the whole. Listen, I wanted this guy gone, yeah, like halfway through the season last year, innit? So I've been Amorim out, but 100%. Mo knows me, and I've been Amorim out for ages, yeah. So for me, these losses that happens, yeah, I'm not surprised by. I don't even get angry about it. But my issue is that I'm not going to talk about Amorim no more. I'm talking about the ownership here who have the power to actually get rid of him. We saw Graham Potter get sacked, West Ham. So why is he not getting sacked? It's
Maybe it's the same old, do you know what I mean, excuse of they don't know who to bring in.
That's such a small.
Ollie's available, man. Ollie said he'll come back.
Are you taking the piss, bro?
No, they'll probably get.
Ollie will keep you up.
Get Southgate. I think
Javi. They're gonna get Javi.
They just need someone to keep them up, man. For this, if they keep this guy, they're getting relegated. 100%.
Javi's not gonna do anything with them. It's too much.
Javi's gonna look at him and be like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't think he can fix this team. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of it. By the way, Southgate will be worse than Amorim. I promise you.
I don't think.
How can you be worse than Amorim?
I don't think
he will. Amorim, bro.
Because I think
people said the same about Ten Hag, Jerry. People said they cannot be worse than Ten Hag.
The difference is your Amorims, your Ten Hags. They're all these supposed free thinking. They need someone that's gonna come in there, like almost like a just to steady the
general.
There's already a guy out there.
Change the culture. It's not about the football.
Change the culture. 100%. Yeah. Listen, like I said, yeah.
That's Antonio Conte for you.
No. He's at Marseille. That's who we need. Like I said, anyway, bro. If Man United was to ever get Southgate, that's never happening. But two, if that does happen, I swear to you, I wouldn't watch a single game with United. I generally wouldn't. I'm watching other teams. I'm not watching Southgate with that waistcoat as a manager, yeah, talking about good lads and good vibes. But I'm not having Ollie 2.0. I've already went through that. So that's never going to happen.
Ollie, to be fair, Ollie was probably your best
manager.
Can I
present an argument to the people? Can I present an argument?
You can't get the derby right now. You can't get the derby.
Can it be just...
Ollie revisionism is so weak.
Ollie was shit. Can it just be a fact that Man United will not go back to the top soon? And it doesn't matter who they get.
That's easy. That's obvious. We're not going to win a league title.
No, bro, Habibi, winning league title is. I'm talking about just go back to be with the people up top. It is just a fact that Man United might just be like for the foreseeable future, like done. Like it doesn't matter who you get. You're going to be just
they've been like that for 10
a
years.
mediocre football club.
Are you talking about
Yeah,
top four? Or are you talking about mid-table? What are you talking about? Because if you're talking about top four, top five, yeah, that's not an impossibility. Yeah, it's not. It's just Amorim's just made it worse than it actually is, and he's made us so bad to the point where that's an impossibility. So if you're talking about top four, top five, no. Challenging, yes. I don't see us ever challenging.
I don't see even top four, top five.
Top four is not
five.
just like Ziad said. Yeah, top
you
four is
can
not
scrape
difficult.
yourself top four, top five.
Exactly.
You know, like just
I
you
don't know
can
why people have
absolutely
made
do.
the top four as if it's this massive.
Top four's not difficult, bro. It's
Like,
not difficult.
really
It's
not
really
hard.
not
Wait, how
difficult.
many years are you talking for top four?
We
talking
got,
like
listen,
in 5 years?
We got third not too long ago, winning under Ten Hag, that fraud. So it's not difficult. We got top four under Oli. Yes, we had a better team, but it's not an impossibility. It's just that Amorim is just that trash. He's made us think that this team is Watford level. Or did you get it? Like he's just made it way worse than it actually is. He's overcomplicated so many things. Bro, Ruud van Nistelrooy came in, and wallahi, this guy got sacked by Leicester. Even when he was as an interim manager, he made things so simple. 4-2-3-1. Casemiro, Ugarte, compact. You guys defend and attack. Very simple. This whole 3-4-3, defend, cover the wide areas, and play Diallo the wing back, play Kobe on the bench.
The board on the side is...
Yeah, the board on the side, bro. He's overcomplicating it, bro. It's not difficult. You're telling me, you can't get 2 wins in a row. Come on now. 2 wins in a row. It's
you haven't had 2 wins in a row.
No.
You haven't had 2 wins in a row. These guys are getting relegated. I'm telling you. They're getting
So you're telling me it's not...
I thought they won the last
one. There's a guy on social media that hasn't shaved his head.
He's waiting for 5 games. This guy's
he should have just done 2.
3.
Yeah, he changed it to 3.
He changed it.
Yeah.
You changed it, but too much maintenance.
Even 2, man. Even 2.
Yeah,
because this is not happening.
So what?
Amorim.
I thought you won 2 friendlies. You won West Ham and Bournemouth.
Friendly?
Yeah, you won 2 friendlies back to back.
I'm always taking the piss, bro. I'm taking the piss. See, I know that smirk, by the way, from a mile away. I know that smirk.
No, I checked. You won West Ham 2-1 and Bournemouth 4-1.
And we've not won back to back in it. We've got the worst.
But by the way, you have the best XG in the league. Number 1.
XG, PG.
Number 1, big chances. You have
the only XG I know in it is a football TV screen, yeah, and watching football, and we're trashing it. That's the only XG that I care about, bro. He's just
anyway. Just quickly, predictions for tomorrow's game: Arsenal, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
That's a draw.
Automate Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. I'm confident.
That's going to be 1-1, isn't it? That's going to be a draw.
But they're going to bottle it, man. Automate's going to dunk on them, bro.
Do you believe, even if after Palace beating them, if they don't capitalise unless they get a draw, is it done?
No, a draw is not the worst thing at St. James's Park.
Let me just remember, you guys all doubt in my team tomorrow, yeah? Because I actually believe
I've been down themselves for like 9 years, bro. Like,
no, I think the negativity that we've been giving Arteta, he has to fix up and just play a number 10, please. Just play Eze.
Get the light bulb out, man. Get the light bulb out.
Odegaard is going to be back and he's going to play tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard Odegaard is fit. So we got.
Yeah, Madueke is fit.
Guys, I'm just going to end the show here. Curtis Shaw said the maddest thing I've ever heard on any. Curtis Shaw said the maddest thing I've heard on any single take in the world. He said that Arteta sabotages the team on purpose, playing Moreno there to protect Odegaard when he comes back because he's afraid that Eddie will do well in the 10. So he will have to bench Odegaard. This is the worst conspiracy theory.
The best right wing in the world.
Anyway, listen, people, I want to thank everyone that joined us. It's actually a very good day to watch football. I actually enjoyed the football today. I want to thank everyone that joined us, guys. Very good day of football that actually enjoyed us a lot, actually, with all the guys, of course. I'm going to actually take you to Casual EFC. They're talking about Chelsea, Marshall, and the rest of them. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you at 1 p.m. UK time. I'm doing a show, taking your questions and taking everything. I'll see you guys later tomorrow as well on MHF. And we're out of here, people. Big up.
Big up. Amorim out.